What's intimacy, babe?
Intimacy now, like
collabo. You know, I correct you in love and I communicate in love and I'm
next question.
So
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
Welcome, guys. Welcome to another episode of Sit Down on the Couch.
Sit down on the couch.
Yes.
Good. It's been a while since we've been on this couch, so it's another episode of On the Couch with Benxjane. Today, Mr. Ben brought a topic for us to discuss, and you guys have been asking for more sit and talk videos, so we're going to pause on the vlogs for now and then just talk to you guys more about anything, everything, whatever you guys want us to talk about, we can talk about it. So today, what is the topic?
We're talking about then and now conversations as married couple.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what you sent to me that time?
Changes. You shocking?
Because I'm okay. Let's do this one.
You like it now?
No, but that's
So we'll just pick questions at random.
yeah.
Like any number from each category. You ask me one, I ask you one. Then we'll move to the next.
Okay, so this is a question and answer.
Yeah.
You should have told me, eh? I could have.
The other one was question and answer. So.
No, I would have written down my own personal questions.
Okay.
So you want to go first?
So should I go first? So I ask you first.
I should have been sipping my cranberry tea as we're having this conversation. You know, you sip, I sip, but it's fine. You didn't make me tea. Ask
Let me
me.
boil water for you.
Ask me the question.
So the first question I'm going to ask is about marriage.
Yeah.
So what's one thing you thought marriage would be like, but has turned out differently?
To be honest, yeah, I never thought about marriage
At all?
at all. I never thought about marriage before I got married. I never had a dream. This is what my dream wedding would be like on my dream. I never anything about wedding, marriage. I never really thought about marriage, but I knew that all of the things that's happening in most people's marriages will not be mine. Will not happen in mine. Like I just knew that when the time comes, I'll have a very peaceful, unhappy marriage. So I never really thought about marriage. But when it now got to the point that we are about to get married, like during the wedding process, so
Yeah.
I started thinking like, what would it be like living with this guy every day, sleeping on the same bed, like waking up to see his face every morning.
Having a roommate.
You get like no personal space as much as, because I've always had my own room. I've always shared with my sister, but she got married and then I've had my own room. And in uni, I never had roommates throughout the 5 years I spent there. I've always been on my own. So just going from there to living with this man, but so far so good.
Like, okay,
but
go
so far
on.
so good. It's been amazing, to be honest. I have nothing to complain about. I have nothing to be like, oh, it's been really beautiful. And to the point that when I see people talk about marriage and their fears, I'm like, you guys should just marry somebody that you like and I like you. All of those things will not really matter.
Not someone you can tolerate.
If you like somebody and the person likes you, you should be able to tolerate each other.
Okay, because I know I'm annoying. Anyways.
Oh, you know you're annoying.
Sometimes.
Do you want to answer that question? I feel like you have.
What question you're asking? You can only ask one question from this category.
No, I'm asking, like, do you want to, like, what has changed for you? I want to know.
The expectation of reality.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I had expectations anyways, but I just knew that not much has changed, because there's always been like, I've always felt committed right from day one. So it's just like, the only difference now is living together, having someone around the house, because I'm also used to staying alone. Yeah, for some time. So that's just the difference for me.
Okay. So is he something you're happy with? Like new, like it's not something that took you time to adjust into, or you're still trying to adjust?
Okay, I'll say it took a little while to adjust.
Really?
Yeah, in the sense of like, always having someone around.
Yeah.
Because most times I'm like alone. I like to be alone most times. I like to do my things alone and things like that. But now it's like, it's now we together. So that's just the difference. It's always been together.
Now, safe. Even the one that I don't want to be involved in, you're involving me.
It's
now
always
you
like
can
that.
even
No,
do
no.
without me. Now you are
And that is
disturbing
it.
me.
Because
Now
if
you
I
are-
don't, if I don't carry you along, though that's not your business. At the end of the day, I'll say how to tell
I have
you.
one complaint.
Go on.
This is my husband. Let me know what's your dating points in public.
Let me know the questions. So ask me your own question.
Wow. Mine is question 5. How has marriage impacted? Let me talk louder because we don't have a mic. How has marriage impacted our individual identities and personal growth?
For identity, I'll say the impact now is you're no longer, like for me, I'm no longer just Ben. I'm now someone's husband. So in terms of responsibility and I don't use the word commitment, but I think that works. That commitment is much more different now because before it's just all about me doing my own thing, but now I feel like whatever decision I'm making or things I'm trying to do will also have an impact on my partner. So together the change is there. I don't know if you understand.
No, I don't understand. It says, how has marriage impacted your own
Yeah, in terms of identity, that's what I'm
personal
saying.
growth and individual identity? Like, take me away. How has marriage shaped you?
Yeah, that's
as a
what I'm
person?
saying. In terms of my own personal, apart from growth now, personal identity is like, I now do things like I can't just be me anymore. Not in a bad way, but I can't just be me anymore. I am
You
more
have
of.
no personal identity anymore. That's what you're trying to say.
Let me finish now.
No, maybe that's what you're saying.
Wait, answer your question. I don't
No, because it feels like you're answering a different question.
No. Personal identity.
And personal growth.
I'm answering it one by one.
Yeah, sorry.
You scattered my thought process now.
Sorry.
Ask me another question.
That's the same question because I'm really interested in it.
And now then let me land before you talk.
Oh yeah, sorry.
In terms of personal identity, what I'm saying is the changes there now is I also put let me just put it this way, a level of responsibility and commitment to people around me and things that has changed because now before I can do anything whatsoever, I have to consider or think in a we kind of thing. If I want to make a career move, location change and things like that, I can't just stand up and say I'm going to another city and things like that. But in the past I could do that. Do you understand? So in terms of growth too, there are certain growths that are not what you need at a particular point in time. That you probably have to stall it because of, in terms of marriage, sacrifices and compromise, things like that. So I'll say things like that have come to play and has happened. So these are like the changes. That's what I was trying to say before.
Okay, that's how marriage has impacted.
Yeah.
Okay.
So going to the next category in terms of communication.
Okay.
In terms of communication, I'm going to pick one. How has conflict resolution approach evolved since becoming husband and wife?
Ooh, that's a good question.
He has a lot to say.
That's a very good question. Conflict resolution. How it has improved, yeah? So the thing is, based on we did long distance.
So not improved, evolved, like changed.
Change,
Yeah.
good. Based on we did long distance relationship, yeah. Most of the times that we had minor disputes or a little bit of misunderstandings here and there, we always text. You get. Most of the time we're on the phone, we text. And since then I've been able to express my feelings more because I'm even a text person. I'd rather you text me than call me. So I've been able to express my feelings more on text, even though that expressions cannot be heard through texting. A lot of context can be missed in text. But that is what I've grown comfortable with because this is how we started. This is how we always do. When we have issues or we have something to talk about, or you've made me angry, or you've gone out, you're meant to be home by 10 and it's 10:05, you're not home, text. So now that we've gotten married, it took me time to adjust to start telling you things or how I feel or how you made me feel or this thing that you did that I don't like personally. So sometimes I find myself that when you're at work is when I grab my phone to, you know, be able to type this thing. I don't like the stuff that you did, or the other day that you woke up. Or the other day that you woke up and saw text from me. I know. So, but it has gotten better, to be fair, because now I can actually tell you to your face. I can tell you how I feel, how you made me feel. But my problem is I'm always waiting for, like, you know, the right time. I don't want that heat of the moment. I like everything to settle down, then we talk about it. So far it's I've evolved. I'm now able to tell you this thing that you did, even though you feel like I'm mommying you now, because I'm not telling you to your face here. I'm not like it's just why you did like mommy and all those things. But it's because I'm not able to just tell you straight up, even though I correct you in love and I communicate in love, and I'm
next question.
So I've evolved that way. So my own question for you.
Okay.
What's one thing we used to argue about but no longer do?
I don't think we have.
I know, I thought of it, so like maybe there's something. So I'll ask you another question.
Okay.
Oh, there is one. You're staying out late. We used to argue. This guy Fridays he works big.
Wait, that's even my question.
Babe, you say you don't think we have now.
So that's
that one thing. No. When we're dating, this guy, Fridays he likes to unwind because he was working Monday to Friday 9 to 5. So Fridays he wants to go out, or Saturday he wants to go out. This guy will say, I'll be back by 10 o'clock. We're not living in the same state, but at least. And then 10:05, 10:30, 11 o'clock, he's still outside, he's still partying, he's enjoying himself. He will not remember that he told somebody that he'll be home by 10. I'll not be calling. So it got to a point I told him, no, don't be telling me that you'll be home, just go out and enjoy yourself. And me, I'll also not worry about you anymore. So, but since we got married, I've been trying to, help him.
I hardly even go out that
and
much.
now he's working back to back.
I hardly even go out.
And even when he has that one day to go out, I just allow him because he has worked so hard. So
not even stay long outside anymore.
You should just do as he pleases.
Outside is boring.
So let me ask you a different question since you didn't have an answer to that.
Who's answered that?
I want to, babe.
Yeah, you started to be asking me 2 questions. I'll be trying 2 questions.
Well, you didn't answer them. I was the one that answered the question.
Go on.
How has marriage impacted our ability to listen to each other?
Okay, being in the same space has brought the read the room thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so try to understand feelings and emotions even when things are not being said. I could suck at that sometimes, but I try.
Yeah.
The question, yeah?
So that's the answer.
You want more? I'm a man of few words, please. That's my communication style. I don't talk much. Just I say it like I go straight to the point, and it becomes like not as cool and stuff as you want it to be, but
no, I get it.
I just go straight to the point.
No,
but I could be a talkative sometimes.
Sometimes, ooh.
There's camera sometimes. Under love and intimacy now, I'll be asking, how has our physical intimacy evolved since becoming husband and wife?
So that's like...
That wasn't my first question. I'm going to ask you 2 questions
It's a lie. So our physical intimacy...
Yeah.
What's intimacy, babe?
Intimacy now, like
collabo.
Not collabo. Intimacy in like, how you get yourselves.
People can be intimate without necessarily having sex.
Not only intimacy, like generally.
Plus sex.
General intimacy, like
because
intimacy.
I understand intimacy differently.
What's the sign of intimacy?
I mean, that's why I said that. My own understanding of intimacy, you can be intimate without having sex.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So I want to know if your question is...
No, it's love and intimacy.
Okay. What was your question again? How has our emotional intimacy grown since getting married?
Physical intimacy.
okay, that means he must be that type. He must be cooler. Let's talk about it. So, our physical intimacy, you know, the more time you spend with somebody, you get to learn more about the person. So, as you spend more time, you understand what this person likes, how this person likes it, when this person likes it, you know, and you just do your own best to make sure that you're satisfying that person, while that person also makes sure that his own priority
that person
satisfied.
The questions are related to
us.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going there.
Why
You know, you're a man
now?
of few words.
We are going.
Me, I'm a woman of plenty words. So for us, we've been living together now for nearly 3 years, and that's enough time for me to, you know, grow to know this man and grow to know the things that he likes, the things that makes his body tickle, and then know how to do it. And you know, the more you do, the more you know. So it has evolved positively. That is the answer to my question.
Thank you very much, Magode.
So my own question for you: what's something that makes you feel loved and appreciated now that didn't before marriage?
This is a very hard one because I don't even feel married. I just feel like we're still the same. The only difference is that we're just living together to be.
So what do you mean by you don't feel married?
No, like English is my problem now. What I mean is like it still feels the same. I still feel loved and appreciated like right from start.
So there's nothing I'm doing extra or more that makes there is more now that since we got married, this girl is not doing this thing like this.
I have someone to disturb. Like, you know, if I have to like pick up my phone or I have to go travel distance to go and disturb someone, when I can just talk to someone like that, and you're always there to like listen. And even when I'm saying rubbish, I say a lot of things that I'm not being asked. Like I start telling you history, start telling you different stuff or history of people that you don't even know, and you just have to nod head and form like you're enjoying my conversation. But do you still enjoy my conversation?
Sometimes.
Like which one?
Babe, does that make you feel loved?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because you know, some like things that you're not like. I could be talking about some. Okay, let's say like some old musics and stuff like that. And you're not even sure, you don't even know the person I'm talking about. You know. So I feel. Thank you very much for loving me and listening to. Thank you very much.
Ask your question.
I wanted to ask 2 things in this category for.
No, you're free.
Okay, bonus question. What was one thing that keeps the spark alive in this relationship?
We have spark.
You know that I mean,
Yes. To be honest, we make conscious effort to, you know, spend quality time. We make conscious effort, like we make efforts to go on dates, to have dates in the house, to just lay in bed with snacks, watching movies. You know, it's just something that we do often as much as we can, that is helping us still, you know, have that spark, because it's something that we used to do even when when we were doing long distance relationship. It's something that was important to us. The little time we spent together, we always want to make the most of it. So now that we are together, we are not just going to let that, you know, go, because it is part of us now. So as much as we work different jobs, and you know how it is, you work nights, you work days here, then if you don't make that conscious effort, slowly you're going to lose each other. You're going to quickly go from husband and wife to housemates. So I feel like that effort that we make to, you know, cook together, you know,
see movies together, walk together. Exactly,
take walks. Those are the things that we just do that helps us maintain our bond and keep the spark alive.
Okay, thank you for your answer.
Of course.
So the last category now, which is the last bit of question, I'm done asking.
You just asked me 2 questions.
No,
so
that's not part of it. You also asked another question from this other
From
one.
Life Together. It's me.
The Life Together is the next
I keep
category.
I'm talking now. It's not your own turn to talk.
No, ask me from the other category.
No, baby, no.
Ask me from the other category.
What's supposed to do is ask me? I want to ask you.
I don't know. But don't ask me. I meant to ask you. I start this category.
No, please.
How do you resolve this conflict then? This is a practical example. How do you resolve this conflict then?
So it's just to go through the logical way. You asked me a question, I answered. I asked you, you answered.
But category by
now you
category,
answered. Now you asked me an answer. So I'll ask you now. It does not really matter.
You ask me for another category up.
Please.
Any of the ones up.
No. Ask. Let's go on.
No, don't compromise
ask
like
this.
that.
No. It's not what it's now. So
Under life together, what's something we've learned to navigate together as a team?
I would say it's the general running of this family. It's something that we'll just learn to navigate together as a team. Because without working as a team, honestly, it's been very, very difficult for us. So far, it can be as little as cooking. I cook mostly in the house, but there are times you can come back from work in the morning and still make me that is sleeping in bed breakfast. So little things like that, like you can just do the chores in the house. You don't have to necessarily be told. So we just do things. We don't this is not this person's responsibility and this is this person's responsibility. We know that this house belongs to us and we both make conscious effort to keep it running. So we do that as a team. So that is just what I know that we just do generally as a team. Thank you very much for your question. Now it's my turn to ask you, right?
Yeah, go on.
Good. What's one thing we've learned to appreciate about each other's habits? I'll ask you another question because you asked me 2 the last time. So what was one thing that we've learned? What was one thing that we've learned to appreciate about each other's habits?
I think the first thing is respecting each other's opinion and space. Because there are sometimes you have this interesting habit probably when you're not in the mood or something. You just want to be on your own and things like that. There are times I probably have to talk you out of it, or times I just have to let you be to understand your emotions and things like that. Then we'll have conversations later on it. So I appreciate that it does not turn to wahala after when I keep quiet. Why are you shaking it?
I'm waiting for you to round up now.
Second question. It's 2 questions. I don't talk much. I don't talk much.
This guy does not know his wife.
Season.
So, my main question was, how has our social life changed since becoming husband and wife? This is our combined social life. How has it changed?
Together. I think I can only answer that individually to make more sense. No, we can only say of
No, you can't only
individuals
say.
and stuff.
You can answer this question in the sense that when we were dating, maybe if we had kids now, you'll be able to answer that. When we were dating, we had more freedom. There was no kids holding us back. That is the way to answer.
Yeah, but that's not the case.
No, this is the case. That is the same question. Just giving you a scenario.
Okay.
If we had kids, maybe you'll be able to say that. But now, when we were dating, we had the social life. Now that we are married, what is the difference between the social life we had in the relationship and now that we are married? Let me put the question like that because you must answer.
In my view, there's still no limit. Yeah, there's still no limit because we still have the same people as friends. We still do the same thing. The only difference now is we are together and we've also moved countries and getting used to everything around. Stop.
So here you go. What else? Is that the last section?
Yeah, that's the last section.
So we've come to the end of then versus now conversation. What was the topic actually?
Then versus now.
I was actually right. Wow. So we've come to the end of then versus now conversation as a married couple, and we've been able to answer a few questions. The changes that have been going on or that we've made, positively or negatively, since we got married. And we are still hoping that God keeps us together, and we grow more and more to know and learn each other continuously and love each other as well. So, do you have any additions, subtractions, multiplications, division?
Everything you want. Done.
I didn't feel it.
I'd just like to know probably what they would like us to talk on next.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So if you watch this video and you have something that you really want to hear our opinion, or you want us to talk about it, and whatever, just leave it in the comments, and we will try to talk about it. Our honest opinion, because you can see we have no ability to be fake here, even though we try. So yeah. So obviously we'll try as much as possible to keep this On the Couch series running.
How often can we do this?
Once a week.
Once a week.
Yeah, we'll try to film once.
That means we'll be delivering another one next week. And you guys can also suggest things you want to know.
Yeah, if you have
or topics you want us to talk about, candid opinions.
Or what you want to know about us too.
Yeah.
But please ask us very, very personal questions, because I will not answer it.
Logical questions.
Yeah, so we've come to the end of this show. I hope you guys had a good time as much as we did, and please don't forget to spread the word. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and keep supporting us. It helps us, it keeps us going, and I love you. I don't know if he does, but I know that I do love you genuinely, from the bottom, like from the innermost
I ain't selfish.
bottom of my heart, and I can't even begin to express it with words. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Share with a friend, share with your family member, share with that uncle down the road, share with your gate man, everybody. And not like for like again, I keep saying like for like. Like,
share, subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe.
Thank you so much. This is Ben, and this is
Jane. And together we are.